part 3 of Photoshop. Um, your shape tools right here. You have your rectangle, round, ellipse, polygon, line, and customs. Customs up here. You can have your own if you go to DeviantArt or wherever, and all you do is just save them wherever and hit load shapes, and then just go to wherever you found them. But you also have more over here. So let's say I wanted music and append it to it. You have music notes. And let's say I wanted my triangle to be trademarked. You can just do that right there. Alright, um, this is your 3D stuff, so let's say, let's erase the background right here, make a new layer, and paint this now black. So, now it's black. Sorry if you can hear the stuff in the background. I told them to shut it. Okay, so you go to 3D, new 3D postcard from layer. And so now whatever layer selected, it's going to make a 3D model of it. Can't really tell, but now that you're in the 3D mode, you can now rotate this however you want. And let's say I wanted to make the arrow 3D. Let's move it a bit. Let's say right here. Give it a little less of an angle. And now that you got that, go up to your selection tool. Now you can either right click and hit duplicate, or you can hit Control or Command J, and it should make a bunch of those. Or, my bad, I'm going to undo those. You're going to press Alt, and then press either your arrow keys, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go left. As you can see, it's making more of a shape. I'm going to highlight them, and right click and... wonder why I can't. Whatever. I'll undo those real quick. Alright. Rasterize it, or, yep, rasterize 3. And now you can do your Alt thing. And now, by highlighting them all, you just click the layers between that you want. So let's say I wanted layer 1 to layer 0 copy 8 to layer 0 copy. You click on the layer, you hold shift, and then click on the next. Then you can just right click and hit merge and bring him down below. Now the depth goes the opposite way. Let's say I wanted my top color, let's say red, and my bottom color a little the same color red but a bit darker, so the same shade but darker. And now you got that. You can right click and hit merge. Let's say my background was white, so just get a white background. You can add a drop shadow to it, as if you were on something. Make the opacity up, you can change your angle. So let's say I wanted to pretend like it's on a wall, but off a little. You could just change the angle. Now as you can see, it looks like it's off the wall a bit. I actually wanted that because it actually looked pretty good. So put the opacity up some. Probably the distance maybe 2. And there's that. So that's all of your tools covered in 3 parts. Up here you can do, let's say you wanted to make this animated. You go to Window, Animation, and you have your timeline right here. Mine's just a little more complicated, but hey. Alright, so I'm going to choose this right here, and where is it? Alright, there. Now it's not as complicated. Alright, I'm going to duplicate this layer, so Control J again. On the first layer, I'm going to not have that highlighted, and now make a new layer, deselect that, but put in this one. Now go to blending options, color overlay. Let's say I wanted it blue, actually. You can do that and then hit like soft lights so that way you can still get your shape or, yeah, sure, purple. And now that you have that, you can just, let's change it to, let's say 0.1 second delay. And now if you hit play, wonder why it's not continuing. Oh, there we go. There. Now forever, make sure you have it on forever. And then, as you can see, it just blinks. So, animation. So, I'm just going to close this tab and have my red one. Alright, up here you can edit, fill, transform. I'm not going to get in full depth with those because I just want to make this a minimal, like, probably 4 parts. That's it. Your adjustments, this is what I use a lot. Making photo filters, inverts, all that. Your new layers, you can do those as well. So let's say photo filter, and I wanted a deep emerald. You can put that up and put the intensity. So now it's a green arrow. So that actually helps more using the photo filter than using a color overlay. Or you can always change it. So let's say I wanted a deep blue. See, it doesn't work as well, but yeah. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Alright. In your layers tab, you can, of course, do more. And what's actually pretty cool is you can change something. So let's say if I didn't want that, I could just choose red and change the color outcome to green, and have the background set as that. So I can change this color up to, let's say, blue. And as you can see, it just works like that. So let's say if you had a car or something, you could change the color of the actual car. Over here you have all your layers. You can do color ranges by selecting whatever. Let's say I wanted to select red, hit OK, and it selects all the red. Up here you have your filters, so artistic, all those. You will not have Topaz, I can't pronounce it, Vic City, whatever. But you can just mess around with that. So let's say I wanted this instead of red, just be dark red clouds. You can do that. I did get asked, how do you make a smoke effect? All you do is, let's say I wanted a red smoke, make a new layer, and then just go along the bottom with it, like that. Go up to filter, blur, and shape. Now it should make a smoked effect somewhat. Let's say if I put it up to around 383. There. It looks like a gradient, but I kind of viewed it as a smoke effect. And then you can just do more with that. To get lighting down, if you're doing such a thing as a signature, let's say in my final right here, I wanted to add more lighting around his face. All you do is go here, make sure it's white, and then just put white right there, and go to filter, blur, Gaussian, and then you mess around with your settings right there. And that is part 3. The rest will be the last one. Sorry if I don't get to all your questions, let me know and I'll try and make a video. But that's part 3.